We just got lucky, my guys. It was super windy and I genuinely thought, I don't know if I can record because you guys won't hear anything, but we were lucky and it calmed down a bit. And I found a spot that is somewhat safe. I can't see you guys, but at least you guys can see and hear me, hopefully. So let's see what we're talking about and trust that there's something here potentially for you to revisit and look at. Yeah, we have some introspection you're being called to, which is not a surprise if you landed here on this side of the internet, but specifically because the three cards that just popped out are all in reverse. So there is something, these three energies are at your doorstep in your life in some way, and there's a blockage. So we're going to look into what that means. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So the queen of the material, the one who's trying to establish themselves in life and protect the things that they have around them. Not out of selfishness, but out of empathy and wanting to protect and save those around you. Yeah, potentially save them from being destitute. This is the Five of Pentacles. This is the card of material loss, poverty, being left out in the cold with nothing. And this coming out in reverse here in the same instance. I'm really getting that there's some sort of you have to embrace this fear of maybe being destitute, whatever that means. Whether it's for you or for the people around you, because the Queen does indicate that there is the inclusivity of the people. You also have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You really see, we just got Pentacles. First of all, the Pentacles, they always speak on the material world. In the Tarot, the human experience they try to break it down, basically. It's into archetypes and then into situations. And the Pentacles, they speak on the material in life, in existence. You have the material, by the way, the emotional, the energetic, and the mental. These are the four. And here it's the material that is being highlighted, okay? And the Two speaks of balancing. You can see the dude's doing a balancing act of all the responsibilities that he has in his life. All the things that he needs to juggle. This coming out in reverse. You might be at a point in time where you're finding yourself losing the balls. Like you're juggling and they're just falling down and you're not being able to hold up everything that you put yourself as the protector and potentially the responsible person for. Because we had the Queen come up, right? And this comes from a place of you genuinely wanting to keep yourself and those around you safe. So why are they out of balance then right now? What is going on? Why is there an out of balance situation? The Magician, this card has been coming up so much. The Magician. Do you see how he doesn't have pentacles just, or cups, or just the wands, or just the swords? No, he's got all four right there. He understands all the parts that make the experience of the human. Because he understands it, he's able to use it in a way that for others seems like magic. And he gets the label of the Magician. Labels, by the way, oftentimes are for the external rather than the internal, okay? Okay, so it's something in regards to you standing in your power, you trusting your abilities to maybe make magic happen. And you being really aligned with these four things. Maybe there's an overemphasis right now in the material world for you. Yes, I think so. And it is not helping you, my dear. You have the Seven of Swords come out. This is the card of trickery. This is someone who went behind another person's back and stole their swords, and now they're stealing away, trying to get away. I'm hearing get away with murder. But in the sense of trying to get away with something that they know is going to hurt another human or themselves. But they're trying to be sneaky about it, trying to not get caught. And maybe they weren't caught. Maybe you weren't caught. Maybe you're trying to be sneaky in regards to standing in the Magician's power by focusing on one thing. Rather than trying to balance all of them, you're having this twisted thought that you think you can trick maybe yourself to managing the other things if you get this one thing right. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let's get another card. Yep. Yeah. You're trying to avoid burnout. And this is really, I'm getting a strong emphasis. For you to avoid burnout, you have to admit the trickery. You have to admit where you are in a way, deceiving yourself or allowing yourself to be deceived. When it comes to you standing in your power, it is not about the material. If you find that there is a focus on the material and that you're not feeling the outcomes come up that you would wish for, hope for, then this is a direct consequence potentially from you not looking at the other parts that make the human experience. Okay, so what can they do to help themselves? It's so nice, guys, that spring is here. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are well. I hope you're enjoying life, getting a bit of a respite. And look at that. Okay, stimulation has come up. Stimulation. Maybe you need something to come into your life that allows you to find the spark again. What I'm getting with the stimulation card specifically is the wands energy. So maybe the next step, if you're finding the material, there's an over focus on it, maybe you have to go into the energetics. So into the wands, into the spark that lights the flame. Okay, you can have the wood, you can have the oxygen, you can have everything, but you still need the spark. And that, my dear, is something that you are being called to embrace a bit more. So the spark, can we get a bit of information on this spark for them? What is that? These are a lot of cards, and we're not gonna get all of them. We're gonna get maybe these two only, because there's a bunch of cards. I'm gonna show you maybe just the two first, because they came with a bunch behind them as well. But you have the victory card, lovely, and you have the productivity. To find, okay, so how are they gonna reach the victory? Productivity through, okay, it does make sense to get the cards behind it. Now, your productivity seems to be in a place of you being in a negative headspace. The positivity card is coming out in reverse. It is your headspace that is not allowing you really to be productive or to see yourself as productive. Because you might be looking at the expectations that you had in regards to the material and the things that you're trying to juggle and judging yourself for not doing it as such, right? But the embracing of the duality of life, of the understanding that what comes up goes down, what goes down goes up, you know? Sometimes there's phases in life where you're less productive or less able to do things, and that is okay. That is not something to be negative about, it is something to accept, you know? You can still feel however you feel, your emotions are yours to embrace, but it is a matter of shifting the perspective to get a bit more of a positive outlook on yourself and your situation, okay? And then the victory, yes, comes with, I love this for you, my dear. Let me put this in a way so you can actually read all of the cards. The victory comes through love and memory. Okay, what does that mean? As you embrace more and more the different aspects of life, what I'm getting is this understanding of like your memory of the unity of all, your understanding of the magician, which knows the different parts, even if the version of you now is still unsure, is still not fully balanced in their approach. There is a part of you that knows what it is to be one, because you were. And maybe that will help. Maybe that is also going to allow you to connect with that more and more. As you step into this energy, you will see it come out more in your life. And the ultimate memory, the ultimate connection of all that is, I would say, is this one here. It is love. Love that connects us all. And that, maybe embracing that as the energy, right? We were talking about the energy and you stepping more into an energy, embracing the understanding of universal love as this baseline of life, and trying your best to make it come into this world more and more. So what does that mean? If you come into the world and you see world through a loving eye, you will see a lot of pain. You will still see a lot of sorrow and all of this. But through your positivity and through your understanding of love, your actions will be tinted with it, tinted with the love. And with this tinted love, tainted love, hey! Maybe there is a message there for love sometimes that is more tainted than it is tinted in that sense. So Maybe you have to look at the love that you will accept into your life. If everyone is equal and everything is one, then there has to be a certain level of respect that we hold for ourselves as much as we do for others. Okay, all right, dear, but we're gonna finish your reading. What is the last of the guidance for the day for my dearest collective? Thank you guys so much for being here. If you would like to leave a like or subscribe, I would appreciate you guys so much. It's been almost a year, or it has about been a year of me posting continuously. This channel is already 4.5 years old, but I just wasn't able to do it as much as I am now, and I'm really grateful for you guys. So thank you for being here, and please help me continue to do this and make this happen by sticking around. Alrighty, the last of your message, we're gonna get you 3. Oh, I see it. Look at that, beautiful. There's a lot of 3s right now. You have, and I have to cover these beauties, but you have the Chariot, the moving ahead. And the moving ahead through finding balance in the duality. You see it, the black and the white. A cart that has 2 wheels has to be balanced for it to move along. Otherwise, you're just going to be going in circles. If one is higher than the other, if you don't have any wheels, you're not going anywhere, right? There has to be a balancing. And where is the balancing between these 2? Between the Empress, the Mother. There is a reading I did the other day. The Mother has a message for you. There might be a message for you there as well. But the Mother here, you know, holding her staff in her role as the ultimate mother, you know, taking care and understanding that there is this balance to all. The Empress has learned all of the Queen's lessons, right? So if we started the reading with this Queen of Pentacles, this is a mother that is focused on the material. This one is focused on the material, on the emotional, on the energetic, and on the mental, excuse me. So you see, there is this unity of it all. And you also have on the other side balancing this, right, holding the energy of the Empress, at the same time releasing judgment. Releasing judgment, or allowing yourself to truly look at yourself, truly measure your heart for its weight. This is Judgment Day, right? And coming out in reverse, there is a release in regards to judgment that you're being called to do. But my dear, that is going to be your reading. I hope this was helpful to you. And I hope to see you here again soon. Maybe you want to check out some other stuff if you need a bit more talking. Bye-bye. Take care.